And we're back on Christmas Eve. Oh, man. Happy holidays. Merry Xmas. Merry BS Christmas. I can't believe the year's over. Literally, we have, a few days left. I got more facial hair than you do.
I got it all trimmed. I look all clean. What do you want from me?
Yeah, dude. Who braided your hair?
It's a place I usually go to.
So I had my sister tell me, like, hey, why don't you clean that up a little bit? You got like patches going on everywhere. So I tried to clean it up and I totally messed it up. So then I just said, screw it, let me shave it. And then I let it grow back again, and it grew back pretty quick this time. But she was just like, you need to go to one of those places with the Puerto Ricans where they cut the hair or they braid the hair, because they'll line you up pretty good. And me, I don't line myself up. I just shave it off clean.
Yeah, you like that military look.
I've always been like that. Well, my hair has always been like that, where I was either bald or I was just like the crew cut. But as far as my facial hair, I've always kept it clean, just because it's like a peach fuzz, man. I'm 40 years old with a peach fuzz. But it is kind of thick. It's getting thick. It's getting thicker, but I still got like patches here and there. Yeah. So Merry Christmas, dude. What are you doing? What have you been?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Mixmas. What is everyone doing? Now, before we do begin, make sure you guys do check the description below. We always leave links so that way you guys get hooked up. So make sure you guys check the description, and also leave us a comment or a review. If you're listening to the audio on this, whatever platform you're on, leave us a comment. What do you do for Christmas? What do you guys do? What is your holiday Christmas tradition? I know some people have like a whole month worth of stuff that they do, and some people normally keep the holiday spirit going into January. I'll say this for oh man. So I think this is a given. Most people like to watch holiday movies, right?
Yeah.
So how about this? Ooh, I'm gonna make this hard. I'm gonna make this really hard. Leave us a comment or a review. What are your top 5? I was gonna say 3, but top 5 Christmas movies that you have to watch no matter what every year. No matter what, your top 5 Christmas movies. Next level, go. You can't think about it. Boom, 5. Give me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Die Hard. Batman Returns.
What the hell?
The Home Alone.
Which one? Both of them, or 1 or 2?
1 and 2. 3 is like, man. Then everything after that is like, nah, I'm good.
Okay, so 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your 5th movie?
And then that old school like Rudolph cartoon with the abominable snowman. What is that called?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. Okay, so those are some good ones. I can't believe you said Batman Returns and freaking
It's a Christmas movie, no?
It is, whatever. It's not on my list though, but it is. Oh shit, man. I just can't. Okay, so Home Alone 1 and 2, that's like a given.
Right. Yeah.
It's a given. Elf. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's of course a must. I'm okay. So if I have to say with like movies that I have to watch every year, I'm gonna add a new one to that list. I was gonna say Jingle All the Way. That's the one that I always watch every year, but I'm gonna add a brand new one, and it's called 8-Bit. It came out this year.
Why does it sound familiar?
8-Bit. It just came out this year. 8-Bit. It's about I forget the actor's name, but he's telling a story from when he was a kid and when he got the first Nintendo, and it was around
Oh,
Christmas
shit.
time.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much like, it's not Home Alone, but it's kind of like similar to that type of style where they're throwing like tricks and traps, and he's trying to get this Nintendo and trying to do everything that he could. And then there's the one kid that has Nintendo, and he's got like the power glove and he's got everything. And it's a mixture of like Home Alone and freaking A Christmas Story, you know? Christmas Story is another great one that I have to watch. But 8-bit, I'm gonna throw 8-bit there. That I'm gonna start watching that every year. The ending is awesome. They have a really, really good ending. But if you haven't seen 8-bit, check it out. Check it out. Do you listen to Christmas music when you drive for the month?
With Preppy, she's big on Christmas.
She's big on Christmas. Yeah, same here. Yeah, you kind of have to have holiday music because it's kind of like it puts you in the mood. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I've never really been big on Christmas tradition, but I'm not against Christmas traditions.
Christmas.
Yeah, Triscuits. I'm not against Triscuits.
Okay. Food. When it comes to food, here's another one. If you guys can leave us a comment, another one. I know I'm going to have you guys work this time. If you guys can leave us another comment or review, your favorite Christmas foods. Most of the time, you only get this once a year, sometimes twice a year, if you're lucky. If there's kind of like an event, a wedding, a party or something, but most of the time you're like, it's Christmas time. I know I'm going to get this. So my mom does a couple things. She does a couple things, and I always expect it for Thanksgiving. We have our things called pan chumpe, which is turkey sandwiches, but it's like Salvadorian style. And that's typically just for Thanksgiving, sometimes for Christmas, but for Christmas, I'm like, tamales. Where are my tamales? You know what a tamale is?
You've described it before, I think.
It's kind of like they use, it's kind of hard to, a tamale?
Yeah, tamale, yeah.
You know what a tamale, right? No.
Yeah. Hot tamale?
I don't even know what the stuff is. It's some kind of, I know it's called masa in Spanish, but they make this, it looks like a burrito, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's not a tortilla. It's a different type of stuff that they put in there. And then inside they put like chicken and potato and maybe an olive in there, maybe some jalapeno, but it's really good. Then you put some, not sour cream, but you can put sour cream with a little bit of salt and guacamole. In our Salvadorian community, we put crema, which is kind of like a sour cream. And there's some salsa that we put in there, and dude, I'm getting hungry now. But tamales is the thing that they do. And then we also do pozole. Pozole is like a soup. And same thing, they have like the cabbage that you could put on there, the oregano, there's chicken, there's garbanzo beans in there. You put a little bit of lime, a little bit of hot sauce in there. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. That's what we do within us. Oh, and my mom also makes these things called rum balls. It's exactly what you think. They're little. They look like little tiny marbles, and they're made out of fudge with rum. 3 or 4 of those, and you're just like, "'Tis the season!" Da, la, la, la. Yeah. Then you'll start getting into the holiday spirit. She not only does this for Thanksgiving, sometimes for Christmas, but for Christmas, she usually does this thing called hot wine. And what it is, she gets wine, she puts it in a crock pot, she warms it up, and she warms it up really slow because she doesn't want to burn all the alcohol in it, right? And then there's these giant tea bags that are like apple, like cider, like spicy apple, cinnamon, whatever. It's like, like the holiday stuff, right?
Yeah.
She puts it in the wine, So now you're drinking hot wine with these spices in it, bro. All you need is one, just one cup of that, man. It warms you up so good. And then you'll be there just in heaven, dude. You're just like, dude, this thing is so delicious. It's, oh. What about you? What do you guys, what did you grow up on? Um, what is typically, what is your type of typical Christmas meals? Like, what do you do?
So my story is a little bit different, I guess, because my so if people don't know, I was raised Muslim, but my parents celebrated Christmas so that we would assimilate into society better. And when I got old enough to kind of understand, I stopped celebrating Christmas until I got older. And then with my son and stuff, we did. And now with Preppy, we're going to, and she has a bunch of Christmas traditions. I'm not against it. It's just, it wasn't something that I had much interest in growing up. Typically, it's just about food. And as long as there's food in front of me, I'm happy. So we usually had turkey and like the regular like turkey stuffing, all that kind of like North American, it's holiday, let's eat Christmas food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love fresh bread around that time. I like gravy. I love the turkey. I like making sandwiches, like putting everything in a sandwich with a lot of gravy and just you could eat that for like a whole week after and I'm good. So I'm not exactly sure what's happening. And Preppy's kind of explained all this stuff, but I kind of want to just walk into it like and just go through the motions. You know what I mean? Because she has all this stuff planned with her and her family. And my son and I are actually going over to spend Christmas there this year, which is going to be different because my son and I haven't really spent time anywhere. You know what I mean? Like going to somebody's house or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see my son interacting with other people because usually he just wants to play his damn video games. Um, yeah, but I just kind of want to just experience. I don't really want to know what's going to happen. I just want to kind of go through the motions and experience everything with her and her family and all that stuff. So it should be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like turkey and gravy and all that. See, to me, that sounds more like Thanksgiving.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't know exactly what's on the menu, right?
But see, that's your Christmas too, though.
That's growing up. That's what we would have. Yeah.
Right. So I'm kind of curious what you guys are going to do, like what new traditions you're about to start and whatnot, you know?
Right.
Growing up, when my grandma was around, and we were kids, we were little babies. We used to have parties at my grandma's house, and dude, we did it big. We would go to grandma's, and there would be turkey, there would be tacos, tamales, pupusas. They'd be like, you'd have so much food there. You would literally have to like just sample a little bit of everything so that way you can taste a little bit of everything. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you pretty much just ate all day long because there's just too much food. You know, you're just like, oh, I'm hungry now. And there's times where you're just like, I'm not hungry, but I'm gonna eat this anyway. You know, we would do this stuff where we would have like karaoke. I'll say this: me and my two other cousins, we were all born the same year. Like, picture this, dude. Imagine my mom and her two brothers, all pregnant. Obviously, my uncles weren't the ones that were pregnant, but they're, you know, my aunts, their wives, their wives were. They're all pregnant at the exact same time. I was born in May. The other one was born in June, and then the other one was born in September. But all three of us cousins kind of grew up together. Everybody called us the three amigos because we were just inseparable growing up, you know. And every year we would sing Bohemian Rhapsody. And we would get a score of like anywhere from 97 to 99. And everyone was like, oh, that's an easy song because all you guys are doing is just yelling on the mic. So we were just like, okay, there was one year we're like, we're not going to sing this song. We'll let somebody else sing this song, even though this is our undefeated song that nobody's beaten us on.
Undefeated.
Dude, we were undefeated for years. Nobody ever beat us. We sang It's Raining Men. And I think we got like a 99 again. Somebody else decided to sing our song and they got like a 76. We're like, boo in the background. So we would do karaoke. We would also, anybody that brought presents, to bring presents for everybody, like whoever you were going to give to, like I would typically always get my cousins a gift. And I would always do a gift for well, my not me personally, but my parents would give a gift for whoever house it was. Like my uncle, my aunt, this is for your house. My other uncle, aunt for your house. Uncle, aunt, your house. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And everybody got grandma something. After we did like the gifts, the gift exchange, then we would play White Elephant. And we would say anywhere from $20 to $40, right? $20 to $40. There was one year, I think I was like 17. I wasn't quite 18 yet. Dude, there was usually about 40 gifts in this gift exchange. And the way it works with White Elephant, the way we play it, when like that present could be grabbed 3 times. So when you grab that present and you open it up, that counts as 1. If somebody steals it from you, that counts as 2. And if somebody else steals it from you, that's 3 and done. You cannot steal it or touch it no more. So there was one year that we had like 40 some gifts in there, and half of them were alcohol.
Wow.
It was literally like Jack Daniels with 2 shot glasses. It was like gift boxes, you know? And everybody went nuts. Everybody went nuts. One of my aunts decided to buy remember, I don't know if they have this anymore, but remember back in the day, they used to have the throwaway cameras?
Yeah.
The disposable ones, right. You know? She bought a 3-pack of some really good brand that was exactly $20. And my grandma opens that up. And everybody was just like, who the flip bought this? Like, this is the crappiest gift you could have bought. And then it's supposed to be like silent auction. Like, you're not supposed to say who got it or who brought it, you know? And my aunt's the one who bought it. She's like, I spent $20 on that thing. And we're like, it was you. You're out next year. You're not in anymore. So one of my cousins drew the next name and stole those cameras from my grandma. So then my grandma was going, and she's just like, let me open up a box and got like Crown Royale. Mm-hmm. You know, and it was like a big bottle with the velvet bag. It was like nice. And then somebody else stole that. And then she was just like, well, let me go ahead and open another gift. She opens this next gift, and it was like, it was a basket with like a bunch of shampoos and soaps and stuff. And we're like, who the hell bought this crap? Like, you know? So then one of my other cousins stole that from her, because we're like, we can't let grandma with like cheapo stuff, you know? So my grandma was really crafty. She was just kind of sitting there and she was looking around. And then she goes like this, like somebody had, okay. So there's this tequila. It comes in a blue bottle, a very long blue bottle. That thing is probably like 2 feet long. It's a big ass bottle, you know?
Right.
No exaggeration. You could look this up, man. She goes over there and she's just like, she goes like this, and she puckers up her lips. She's like, and then we're all looking at her, and she's just like, he opened it, she stole it, and now it's mine. She knew. And then so now she was locked in with that gift. You know, she was doing it on purpose. That's her favorite tequila. Bro, when we were done, we're like, where's grandma? She was in the dining room with her big ass bottle pouring up some shots. This is, how old was she then? She was, dude, she must have been like 80. And she's back there taking shots and she's not letting anybody touch it. Mm-hmm. She's like, you guys could take shots with me, but there's plenty of alcohol that you guys can share.
Yeah.
No one's touching my bottle. But those are the kind of things that we grew up on. The thing that is kind of sad is as we got older, a lot of us kind of drifted. And, you know, like you hurt somebody's feelings and now they don't want to come over anymore, regardless if grandma's like 90 years old and you don't know how much longer she's going to be around. It was kind of sad that people kind of did that. They're like, oh, I'm mad at your uncle. Oh, I'm mad at your cousin. Oh, I'm mad at this person. I'm not coming. That
happens with every family though, right?
Yeah. And it's kind of, I don't know. To me, it's kind of pathetic and sad because it's kind of like my uncle, the one that was taking care of her, he was pretty like calling people, you guys need to come visit your grandma because I don't know how much time she's going to be here. He's there every day with her, you know? Mm-hmm. And some people, dude, the last time they saw my grandma was probably when she was in her 80s. The next time they saw her was at the funeral.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, and then they're crying, you know? It's just like, dude, you live about an hour or less away. You could have easily gone down and visited her. No excuses. So it is kind of sad that people did kind of drifted apart and didn't really, you know what I mean? Like didn't really spend that time. So a lot of us now, as we got older, we kind of started our own traditions. What we do at my mom's house, we pull out board games. And all of us,
we're gonna be playing board games too.
Yeah, like we started playing. Not Cards Against Humanity, but it's something similar to that you have to do stuff.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, you have to be quiet and not talk for 2 rotations. You know. There was another one that was. I remember I pulled out a card that says you have to take off your shirt and be shirtless for a full rotation. And I'm just like, what if it was one of you girls? You know? Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? But if you didn't want to do it, then we took a shot. You know? So what do you guys do? Or what is it that you are looking forward to do? Since I know there's a lot of like new traditions going out this year. Or what did you do when you were younger? What kind of games or stuff did you guys do?
We didn't really like growing up. It was just about the food. That's it. Like my family is just about food, bro. Like food. As long as there's food, that's all we did was just eat. We eat until we pass out.
Every year, you just ate till you passed out.
That's it. That's how we rolled it. Yeah, the whole day was my mom and my grandma cooking and baking, and then me and my brother just kind of just did whatever and kind of opened the presents in the morning, and then. Yeah, we would eat like around 3, 4, and then it would just that's pretty much it. For presents, did you guys? I know you said you're growing up Muslim, but did you guys celebrate or did you guys have a Santa that came down, or like maybe not a Santa, but did you have like here's your present, and then later on like, oh, here's a bonus present? Nah, there was no bonus presents. The presents were what they were. Whatever was under the tree, that's what it was.
Okay, here's the other thing. Did you open up presents on the 24th or 25th?
The 5th.
So at our house growing up, we opened it up on the 24th at night.
Yeah. Some people I know like will open one present the day before too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From what I hear.
We would do is, so our immediate family growing up, we would do the 24th at night, and then we would go to grandma's on the 25th on Christmas Day and open up more presents over there. Mm-hmm. In the morning, of the 25th, we would open up. We would always have a present from Santa next to our bed. We're just like, how the hell did he get in here, pervert?
Mm-hmm.
And then we would have like an extra couple presents around the tree in the morning. So we didn't get all of our presents, but we would get some. So we would open up on the 24th at night. Then we would open up everything else on the 25th in the morning. And then we would open up more at grandma's on the 25th at night. So it was it was like opening up gifts galore.
That's all I got for you.
Okay, so what about board games? You guys did any games when you were little? What are you looking forward for new traditions?
We didn't really play board games. I got a board game for one Christmas, and that kind of stuck with me for my whole life. It was called I asked Santa or my dad or whoever for a board game called Life.
Yep.
And this is going to sound brown, but my parents at the time owned a convenience store. So it was inside of a Holiday Inn, like well, you know what a Holiday Inn is. And I guess instead of getting me the game called Life, he got me a game off the shelf in the convenience store called In the Hood. And it had like hookers and like all kinds of shit in it. And it was like you go around, you battle for different property on them. And it was pretty cool. So I used to play that. Huh?
I want this game.
It was shaped like a guitar. Oh, let me see if I can find a picture of it.
I've never heard this game before, but I want it.
Right? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, I'll show you.
Dude, this is nuts.
I asked him for the game called Life, and this is what I get, right? He didn't even know what he was giving me.
He didn't know. He's like, here you go, son. He's all proud of himself.
I have no idea. Where is it?
It's like, oh, if you want to buy this hooker, it's going to cost you $100. And then you flip the card, bait and switch. It was a man.
Man, I can't even find pictures of this board game. I don't even know where you got it from, but I don't see no pictures.
Oh, man. I want that game.
I should have kept that game.
Should have. Okay. What has been the best Christmas gift as a kid that you could remember to this day? Or even now as an adult? Your best Christmas gift that you ever had that you are just like...
I think... I don't know if I got them both at this time, but it was one or the other. And it was either the... Okay, there's three. GT Snow Racer, because I had a blast with that thing. You don't even know what a GT Snow Racer is, do you?
No.
So the GT Snow Racer is like, dude, I gotta show you a picture now. God damn it!
What the fuck is that? Eh?
It's a Canadian thing.
That's what I'm saying.
So GT Snow Racer.
I'm like, what the heck is he talking about?
Like, so this thing right here.
Okay, yeah. What is that? What's the other word for that?
I don't know. It's got your metal brakes there that never worked because it was always a thick layer of ice. And
so
you sit down, you hit steering wheel. Huh?
So you got one of those.
Yeah, that was fun. And then it was
cool.
a toss-up between either the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo 64, because I don't know which one I got for Christmas, but those I had a blast with those things, man. My life changed once I got consoles.
I think everybody's life changed when they got a console.
Yeah.
For me, it was the console, the original Nintendo.
Yeah, see, I only had the Super, or I wanted a Nintendo, but my parents weren't going to drop that kind of loot on something they didn't understand.
Dude, I remember that year when I got the Nintendo. It was nuts. Like, my mom, and I kind of think they kind of did this on purpose, but they bought a VCR, and I got a couple VHSs, like Looney Tunes and Friends or Porky Pig and Friends, and I was like, oh my gosh, my first VHS. I was like, dude. And then they're just like, okay, here's the big prize, or the big prize, the big Christmas present. Dude, it was a original Nintendo. I had a power mat. I don't know if you know what the power mat is. It was a mat with the blocks, and you could run on it. It's kind of like the DDR, Dance Dance Revolution,
Yeah,
and it had
yeah.
all the stuff, but they had a mat like
For
in
Nintendo?
home. Yeah, for Nintendo.
Oh shit.
I also got the Power Glove, and I also got the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out with like 4 or 5 games. Later on, for like my birthday, I got the little robot dude. Like I had like everything for this Nintendo thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a lot of games. I started to cry. When I opened it, I was crying. um, yeah, and I have to agree that that thing was probably a life changer. Um, when my baby sister was around, um, she was probably maybe like 12 or 13. This was one of my other favorite Christmases, and this isn't a gift that I got, but a gift I gave, and it's one of my other favorite Christmas gifts. I wanted my baby sister to experience having that game changing experience, like a console, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she always tells me, she's just like, Steve, you always give the best gifts, like you always give the best presents. She's like, you don't have to. I was like, no, I'm like, it's not that this stuff is expensive. I'm like, I might have to save up a little bit, but whatever. There's no money value to this stuff,
Yeah.
It's like your experience, and that is priceless. I don't care how much I spend, it's priceless. So for one Christmas, again, she was, right, I think she was like right before she was a teen. But dude, I got her the GameCube.
Yeah.
And it had Luigi's Mansion. It had
Yeah.
some kind of
That was
Mario
a big
Kart.
game.
Dude, that was a huge game. I love that game. So I got her a couple games. And I remember when she opened it, she went nuts. She was like, oh my gosh, like, and she played that thing forever. Like it's like she always played on that thing. So I would say that was probably my second favorite, like experiencing giving a gift to somebody else and having them go nuts. I've had similar experiences with my nieces.
Yeah.
Giving them gifts that they really, really want. But not as crazy as when I gave one to my baby sister, and she was just, so yeah. What else? What else you got?
So do you guys get a white Christmas?
In California?
There's no snow. You guys don't get snow.
We have to go out to Big Bear if we want snow. Like right now it's raining, so the mountains are getting a little bit of snow right now. But as far as a white Christmas, we're going to be going over to Colorado. So unless we go somewhere, we might not. Chances are we don't.
So like growing up during, I guess, this time of the year, I would be going tobogganing and GT snow racing and like skating and hot chocolate. Like, do you guys drink hot chocolate?
We drink hot chocolate.
like, what do you do outside?
Outside of playing with our Christmas gifts, whatever we got, like what do we normally do?
Yeah, like people don't, I guess, do they ski or snowboard in the mountain?
Yeah. So growing up, we would just go outside, ride our bikes. We would go to the beach. We would do stuff that we would normally do anyway, but we would play with all the kids because we're all on vacation. If we went up to the snow, I never went snowboarding or skiing or tubing. We never went up to the snow for Christmas. True story. I never saw snow until I was 19 years old. I never saw snow because we never went up to the mountains. We just always, we're like, our family lives close to the beach. We live close to the beach. So we were always there. Like we were around family all the time, close to the beach. But The first time I saw snow, it was in Oklahoma when I was in the Marines. And I was like, dude, this is cool. I was over it after like 2 hours. I was like, okay, I'm over the snow. Stop it.
Yeah, we always had family coming up from the Caribbean, and it was so funny. Like every year, there was always somebody experiencing snow for the first time, because the average temperature there is, oh man, I'd have to do a conversion, but somewhere around like 80 to
80
90
degrees.
degrees, right? That's
Yeah.
usually what the average temperature is there, right? Because Trinidad is close to the equator, and they're like, the weather is what the weather is. You know what I
It
mean?
was warm. Yeah.
So they'd be putting on like 2 winter jackets and 2 of everything, and they would just go out. And even up to now, like a lot of my cousins are messaging me for like pictures of snow or of fall, because they don't get
Mhm.
fall either, right? It's
Mm-mm.
just summer all year round.
Pretty much. Here we get a fall-ish kind of.
Yeah.
And we get like the leaves do fall off the trees. We get winds, very high winds. So around November, like October-ish, but more in November, all the way until March, we get some very high winds. It could be anywhere from 40 miles per hour to like 60 miles per hour winds. And it gets bad. Like you put your like, and it's always on a Monday, always on a trash day. Put the trash cans out, and there goes your trash cans. Doesn't matter how heavy the bin is. And what we used to get when we were younger, until global warming started happening and everything, we're going on this drought, we used to get a lot of rain, bro. Like when you were getting snow, we were getting rain.
Yeah.
And it was like constant rain. Like it would rain here for 2 weeks, things were flooding and everything. And but we're like the word drought didn't exist in our vocabulary. And what we would do is we would put our jackets and stuff. We would go outside, play in the rain, or if it wasn't raining, we'd go out, get on our bikes, ride around, or play basketball, or we just go outside and play, like whatever.
Mhm.
I didn't. So I've never tried skiing. I did try snowboarding maybe about 10 years ago.
Mhm.
So I was 30. I was anywhere between 28 and 32, let's say, but I would say I was 30 years old exactly. And I was so sore from snowboarding.
Mhm. Because you
Extremely sore.
don't, some of those muscles you never use, right?
I run. I used to run a lot, and I used to do like the Spartan races.
Mhm.
So I use a lot of my muscles, but not in that way.
Not in that way. Yeah, it's
So it
different.
was really different. It was really,
Yeah,
really
see,
different,
like when we were in public school growing up, some of the field trips would be skiing and snowboarding.
dude.
Like you would go for your lessons with school. Like they would give you your initial lessons, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was
That's
it was
crazy.
cool. It was cool. I mean, it is what it is. You learn your pizza formation with your skis to slow yourself down when you're coming down the hill.
Pizza, French fries. Pizza, French fries. I learned that from South Park.
Yeah.
I went tubing, right? Is that what it's called? You get like a tube and you go down the slope,
Mhm.
but it's small slopes,
Mhm.
I did that probably about 10 years ago ish also. Well, no, actually like maybe like 8 years ago with my niece, my sister. Um, it was the funniest thing because my niece might have been like maybe like 4 years old and my sister was pregnant. Um, and we went up to this. My sister was like 8 months pregnant, and we went up to the snow, and she's getting in the tube, like going down there.
Mhm.
I'm like, your child's gonna go crazy. Watch when she comes out, and she is. Um, dude, it was the funniest thing. So my niece was like, "Let's go, Tio." So Tio means uncle in Spanish. Let's go, Tio. I want to go with you up the thing. So I was like, okay. So my sister puts her gloves on, right? And the gloves are too big for her hand. So it looks like she's going like this, like thumbs up, but there's no
Yeah.
thumb in the actual glove. I'm just like, dude, this is too cute. We get up to the top and she's like, Tio, can I go by myself? And I'm looking at her. I'm just like, what? And she's like, I want to go by myself. Like, dude, she was getting the courage to go alone.
Yeah.
So I yelled, I'm like, hey, she's going to go down by herself. And then my brother-in-law is like, he goes like this, like, okay. And I'm just like, really? He said, okay.
Boop.
So we, like I had her right in front of me and I was right next to her. I'm just like, I'm going to push you and I'm going to be right behind you. And she's like, okay. So I pushed her and she's going, and then I go right behind her. So she's kind of like, at first, she was arm distance where I could grab her leg if I have to, right? And I started picking up speed, and her tires started going away from me. So we went like this. I left her because of my weight, obviously, and she's so light that she's just, going along. And then my brother-in-law is like trying to like grab her. And she just kept saying, could we go to the higher one? And we're just like, oh my God, like what the hell is this kid? So much fun though. Yeah. So much fun. I want to do that again. We are going actually, oh dude, I didn't tell you this. So next week, we're going out to, actually not that next week. So some of you guys who are listening to this, you guys know we record this ahead of time. We are taking some time off. So right now I'm in Colorado. We are going to, have you seen the movie The Shining?
No, but I've heard a lot about it.
Okay. We're going to that hotel.
Okay.
It's in the city of Estes, Estes, Colorado.
Estes Park?
Yeah. That's where we're going. And there's that
Stanley Hotel?
There you go. Yep. That's where we're going. I'm going to bring my camera. It's coming soon to the Rohas Travel YouTube channel near you. I'm going to be recording it. I'm doing my research, everything about that hotel to check it out and to.
Looks like you can get some pretty good
drone
footage. Yeah,
dude. Yeah, I'm stoked. I have all my stuff already like packed. I'm just I gotta find room in the backpack or in my luggage to see how I'm gonna do it. But bro, I'm excited about this. So we're going to go out there. There's also some hot springs where the water is about 90 degrees and you could get in there and it's snow. You're in the Rocky Mountains. There's going to be snow everywhere. So we're going to go up there. We're going to record. We're going to go up to the snow, look at all the activities that you can do up there. And also just, things that you can do. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Right. So, here's my problem. Like your cousins from the Caribbean, they have shorts.
You have no clothes, bro.
I have no snow clothes. So you know what I'm going to do? I have some sweatpants on. That normally when it gets cold, I wear them for when I go to bed. I also have these thick socks. I'm going to have to wear that. And then I'm also going to have to wear jeans over them so I don't look like a bum, And I'm going to have an undershirt. I'm going to have two undershirts probably.
Yeah, layers,
an undershirt.
Layers are key.
And I'm going to have a long sleeve and then whatever t-shirt is going to be over that.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have like 3 shirts. I'll probably just do one pair of underwear, but I'll have my
on the outside or the inside?
Inside. Yeah, I'm gonna look like a superhero. I'm gonna wear my Spider-Mans.
Yeah, your Spooder Moons.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have layers of clothes because I don't have snow clothes. And it's funny because every time I go out there, my brother-in-law's like, he's just like, dude, why don't you just buy snow clothes? I'm like, because I'm only here like once a year during the snow time.
Yeah.
So I'll just layer it up, whatever. So yeah, so it's really different for me. Very different being in California, right? Like right now it's pouring outside, man. But what about you? I'm pretty sure you got your snow clothes ready.
I just wear layers, bro. Like I wear the same thing typically. I just have because I'm not going out playing in the snow. You know what I mean? Like most of the time I'm in my vehicle.
You're not making snow angels?
Not making no snow angels, bro. So
come on.
The most important things for me is make sure that I got a decent pair of boots that I'm wearing. Because if your feet are wet, you're not happy. It's not a happy time.
Yeah.
Right. I got my snow tires on my car. So that's important. I don't care how good of a driver you think you are. If you don't have snow tires, that could mean the difference between an accident and not an accident. Because we could be the best of drivers and the best of times, but if we need to get out of a situation quickly, regular tires ain't going to do it. Like if you see somebody who can't stop behind you and you mash your acceleration on regular tires, you're just spinning. You got no traction. You can't get anywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm a strong believer that everybody needs winter tires in these kind of conditions. Even if you only get 2 days of snow, you don't know what you're dealing with in those 2 days, right? So I typically just wear track pants, t-shirt, sweater, and if it's really cold, then I'll be throwing on my jacket, my gloves, and my hat. But like most of the times, it's like a toque, which you guys in the States apparently call them scullies and beanies.
Beanies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually got to find my beanie. You're going to love this one. My beanie has the original Nintendo remote on the front.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but a lot of times I hate wearing jackets because I don't like driving wearing a big winter jacket. I feel so restricted. So
Yeah.
a lot of times I just wear jackets and I'll keep the jacket like in the back seat because even though you don't wear it because the car's warm or the house is warm and you're only going in between for like a minute, if something happens and you break down and you're stuck outside with no heat, you're like you need it. So you got to be prepared for these different situations. Some people will like, pack emergency blankets in the back of their car because you never know what's gonna happen, right? It's cold out there, man.
So let's share one thing that the wives won't. They're probably not going to watch this episode for Christmas Eve. And if they're watching it, you guys need to turn this off right now because there's going to be a spoiler alert coming. Spoiler alert coming. I'm going to turn around and grab something real quick.
Mine's right here.
Mine's right here already.
I showed you already. You ordered it too, didn't you?
What?
Remember the one I showed you?
Yep.
Yeah, I think you ordered it too. That's a big box.
So you recommended something.
Yeah. So I guess we're giving them the same thing this year. Yeah. See, same color and everything. Actually, yours is darker. I got the lighter one.
So for those of you guys who don't know, when it comes to tech, here's a good clip. This is actually a good gift.
It should be a sponsor video at this point.
I know, it should be a sponsored video. Ember, if you guys want to sponsor this, email us, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. But something that you guys might want to look into, this is called Ember. It's a temperature control mug. I'm trying to keep my voice down. Did you get the 14 ounce?
Yeah.
Me too. 14 ounce, or for the rest of the world, it's 414 milliliters.
Yeah.
It's a temperature control where you don't have to microwave your coffee or whatever it is. There's an app. Look at this thing. There's an actual app on this thing. So you pour, you can control it and enjoy. I'm going to do a full review. I'm going to be like, can I keep this? Or not keep it, but can I review your present?
Well, I mean, you could have did what I did.
It's nice, but it says keep your drink hot, set your preferred drinking temperature, start with 135 Fahrenheit and adjust from there. So typically when you heat it up, it gets really hot. Some people like it really hot, but you can control it to whatever temperature you want.
The trick is you give them two.
See, what the hell? I only got the
one. You get one for yourself.
Oh shit. I only got the one. This has an 80-minute battery life.
Right. But then that's only when it's off the disc, I think. Because the disc charges it, right?
Right. Yeah. So when you're done, it says safe to hand wash, so you should be good. Ember Mug is IPX7 rated and fully submersible up to 1 meter deep. Controlled the temperature with your smartphone, customized presets, receive notifications, and more. So once you wash it, you could put it on that little stand right there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess here's a better shot of it.
Yeah.
put it on the stand, and it keeps it under control. Like it keeps the temperature warm. That way you don't have to throw it in the microwave over and over and over.
Yeah, and Preppy's got like this really bothers me, but she just grabs the regular paper cup and throws it in the microwave, and I'm like, these aren't microwavable. Don't do it. Like when she asked me to warm up like one of her teas or whatever, I'll empty it and I'll put it in a mug and I'll warm it in the mug, right? Because I'm like, if anybody doesn't notice, after you warm things a couple times, you'll notice it starts to burn around the bottom. I'm like, that's going to affect how it tastes. Like, so that's why I was like, this is a good gift.
Yeah, I was gonna get two, and I thought about it for myself. I'm just like, I'm like, typically when I drink coffee,
I drink the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I drink it. I might sip on it a little bit, but I don't sip on it for it to get cold.
Yeah.
So, but she takes a sip here. 10 minutes later, it's cold. Microwave it. I'm just like, why you take a sip? It's like, so yeah. If you guys are interested in that one, Ember, it's a really, really good one. We'll probably gonna do a review on it. Maybe we'll leave a link in the description below so that way you guys can check it out. But it's really, really cool. Check this one out. Yeah, it's a great gift. Yeah, if that wasn't a clip right there, I don't know what is.
I wonder if we can get an affiliate link.
Ooh, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Let's see.
But yeah, these little coasters are actually pretty smart the way they're doing it. Oh, here's another one. Here's another coaster from Barzies.
What's that?
So here's your coaster, and here's your cup. Your cup has a little spinner, and what you do is you put the cup on the coaster, and again, I'm going to be doing the review on this thing. This thing's nice, bro. Like, this thing's really, really nice. They have that magnet thing, but you have an app, and this app will tell you, like, you could pick whatever drink. Let's just say you're like, I want a strawberry margarita, or I want a martini, or whatever. It will tell you the ingredients that you need.
Mm-hmm.
You put that cup on the coaster, and then it'll say start pouring vodka. Once you start pouring it, the light on the coaster will turn orange, and it'll make a complete circle until it says stop. Like, that's enough liquid that you pour in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mixing it while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll say put in a little bit of, let's just say, orange juice. Same thing. As soon as you're pouring it in, then it starts moving, so that because it's picking up the weight, and then it'll tell you to stop. Once it's done, it's stirred. Obviously, if you want it shaken, then you got to shake it and then pour it. Or because it's already mixing it in there, then you could just pour it and you're good. But it's supposed to be like a for people to make mixed drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing tells you what to pour and how much, and it tells you how much to pour it, so you don't over pour. So that way you get it just right, So I'm going to be testing it out. I want to see how this thing works. But from Barzies, another great gift. It looks really, really good. So I'll have that video is coming soon too. So on a Rohas channel near you, Rohas Tech channel coming soon.
Looks like Ember is from California.
Are they?
Westlake.
Oh yeah, Westlake's super close to me.
That's where they're at.
Yeah, that's super close to me. I'm gonna hit them up. Excuse me. Could I come to your place and record how you guys make this and interview? Oh, I wonder if we get one of those guys to come on here and do an episode with us.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see any affiliate information though. I was looking. That's where I saw that they're from Westlake.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. So, all right. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. We try to get you guys a lot of stuff. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Be safe.
Be safe.
Yeah, be safe for real.
Know your limits. Stay within it. Damn it.
Damn it. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. There's a lot of cool stuff that we have. Wanted to share some stories. Hopefully we get to hear some of your guys' stories in the comment section. Leave us a review. Always like to hear back from you guys. So yeah, next up, anything you got to say before we get the hell out of here?
You know what I say? Thank you guys again for supporting what we do over here on Beyond the Streams. If you are listening to us on the audio side, make sure that you leave us a review. so that other people like yourself can find the content that you enjoy. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you go over and check out the Beyond the Streams YouTube channel, where you can also find that we live stream at least once a week, typically on a Thursday between 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come over, make sure you have your notifications turned on so that when we are live streaming, you can be a part of the conversation, be a part of the community, make those comments, and connect with other people as well. If you haven't already, make sure that you're joined and subscribed, and notifications are on for the BS Clips YouTube channel, which gives you nice little bite-sized pieces of the big conversations that we have almost on a daily basis. We have conversations that come out 3 times a week, and they are published on all platforms. So make sure you have all of your notifications turned on, because you never know where the conversation is going to go. So we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.